Hello, Oprah Daily Insiders. My name is Karamo, and I'm the host of The Karamo Show, syndicated nationwide, where I talk to real people and help them work through their issues. One thing that I definitely know for sure is that tomorrow will be okay. I've had dark moments in my life where you sit there and you're like, this is all it's gonna ever be. And like I told you before, I've been in states of depression. I've had moments where I didn't know how I was gonna afford gas in my car, how I was going to give my kids lunch money. I just had those moments where you're like, really, is this what it is? And then tomorrow comes, and I use that day to ask for help. I use that day to try a little bit harder. I use that day just to try to smile and find some more joy. And I realize that tomorrow is gonna be better, and that's what I know to be sure. Listen, as y'all know, people try to avoid conflict, and I think it's one of the worst decisions ever. Because when you're avoiding that conflict, you end up avoiding your true feeling. You end up avoiding getting to the truth of what's going on in your life. And when you don't get to that truth, you're not able to grow. Sometimes people are just naturally afraid of what someone could say. That's usually based on some type of trauma in your past or some type of anxiety. And so I say to those individuals, find that person in your life who can be that third party to support you, to say, hey, this is what I'm feeling and I need you to be there to support me in it. Because the minute that you're able to confront your conflict, you're able to confront those moments that are hard, is the minute you're gonna feel lighter and see yourself growing. Embracing the mess to me means not to be ashamed of the moments of your life. Oh my gosh, listen, my life has been a catastrophe in so many moments. Like, I tell people I grew up poor, I grew up where I felt alone, I grew up where I was a teen parent, didn't know about my kid till he was 10, then became a parent at that age. I had depression. I had so many moments where people were like, you shouldn't be sitting in this chair. You should not be living this life. And those were all messy moments that I used to figure out how to be better. It's the moments that I use to connect and say to someone, I've been through it, I get it. Like, embrace those moments of your life. The intersection of those moments that are seem a little bad or down, those are the moments where the most growth happens, and those are moments that you're gonna soar through. Someone has told me that they feel like my superpower is my connection. You got 2 ears, 1 mouth. You should be doing one of those things double time, which is listening. And when you listen more, you become more empathetic. We are 3 seasons into the Karamo Show, and the biggest lesson I've learned is that every single person in your life, in my life, that is on this planet is going through the same messy moments. And I realize that most of us are too ashamed or scared to talk about what we're dealing with. And that's keeping us trapped in this cycle of abuse, of heartache. And what I love so much about my show is that people feel vulnerable enough to come on my show and really show their real emotions, embrace that mess, and then that's where I start to help them figure out a resolution. And I think if that can be a lesson for you in your own life, don't be afraid of the things that are going on, because your neighbor, as much as she want to pretend like she's not, she's going through the same stuff or has been through it. And she needs, I think, the connection there and the support you could give each other would allow you to be better. For details on where to watch Karamo, make sure you go to karamoshow.com and also go to oprahdaily.com.